EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
First down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This one quickly into the hands of Landry.
Jones pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Now he goes spin. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10.
Running on first down, Eckler. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, we've We've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get on the first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Titans' 21-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Hill. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Hill eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Hill now to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Jones now On third down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39.
16 yards.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Titans.
Throwing on first down, Jones. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
13. Colts, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the safe boy, tennis, nigga. I'm a point to the bed until we all got them buckets.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Hill on 3rd down, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Hill. That's complete left side to Shepard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Hill on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a foot. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Looking for Shepard deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Barkley. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and goal.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Ready. 52's the mic. Check, 52's the mic. You.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Here's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. You know what? I know it's 4th down, and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this is going to come up well short as they stop them on 4th down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Tackle. Right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Sterling Shepard, incomplete.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Barkley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Barkley. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Check 52's the mark. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey,
And they take a knee. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal, even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. And they'll indeed take a knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the...
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Again, it's Barkley. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it. Big hit.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
4 down. Alert. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Brought down well shy of the goal line. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Is a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, Hill dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it's third down.
Third down and 10.
A shotgun snap for Hill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. One last throw here for Hill. It's caught, Shepard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pinched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Titans, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for